way out on old Linville Mountain, where the bear and the catamount range. There a strange ghostly light can be seen every night, which no scientist or hunter can explain.
For over 100 years, it's been the subject of songs and folk tales, of speculation and investigation. It's one of the Carolinas' great unsolved mysteries, an unexplained phenomenon known around the world as the Brown Mountain Lights. At the 20-mile marker off Highway 181, not far from the city of Morganton, is an overlook. It's a view worth stopping for any time of the day. But it's up here at night where visitors come hoping to catch a first-hand glimpse of these enigmatic illuminations. Ever since the first part of the last century, and possibly even before that, people have been reporting seeing strange lights up here. In September 1913, an article in the Charlotte Observer told of a mysterious light seen by members of the Morganton Fishing Club. The light would appear regularly over Brown Mountain and had been seen for over 2 years. Even after all that time, the cause of the light was, quote, still baffling all investigators. The mystery was such that Congressman E.Y. Webb requested the U.S. Geological Survey investigate the matter. Their 1913 study concluded the sightings had merely been train headlights seen in the distance, but that didn't sit well with people, especially when the sightings continued, even during a period following the Great Flood of 1916, when no trains were even running. This prompted North Carolina Senators Simmons and Overman to request another, more extensive investigation. This time, George Rogers Mansfield was sent in to conduct the survey. He took detailed measurements and readings from positions all over the area, but in the end, his conclusions were pretty much the same, attributing most of the lights he saw to cars, trains, stationary lights, and brush fires. You'd think that would be the end of this story, but it's not. Just down the hill in the city of Morganton, I attended the Brown Mountain Light Symposium. It's a place where people of all types gather to hear experts present their theories and eyewitnesses share first-hand accounts.
The interest in the Brown Mountain Lights just grows and grows every day, every week, and we have literally hundreds, if not thousands, of people on weekends going up into the mountains to look for the lights.
Even after 100 years, very reliable people are still reporting unexplained lights in the area of Brown Mountain. C.W. Smith and Les Burrows spent decades working in law enforcement and investigation for the U.S. Forest Service. They were on duty together at Wiseman's View when C.W. saw his first Brown Mountain Light.
I wasn't really interested that much in the Brown Mountain Lights. We was there responding to a call. I never really looked for the Brown Mountain Lights, but all of a sudden, Les and I both approximately at the same time said, "You see that light over there?" And I said, "Yeah."
I saw an actual light come up about 30 feet off the outcropping, and it just illuminated right there.
A few seconds later, there was another one, and he said, "That can't be anybody." And I said, "No, where that's at, it can't be anybody."
And it looked like an indistinct candle.
We knew where the location's at. There was no way that it could be an individual. We just both knew we'd seen a light that we'd never seen before.
And then it just diminished all the way down and went out.
Kind of catches you by surprise, and you're thinking, well, I'm not going to say anything about this because Les is going to think I'm a nut.
During his time working the area, Les says he saw the lights on numerous occasions.
I can remember being on a night hunting detail with wildlife officers. It was a very windy night, and we were seeing lights passing over the car. And we thought it was a shooting star, and then we thought it was a meteor shower. And then we realized they don't really have that characteristic where like a streak across the sky. They were literally coming over the trees and right across the top of the car. And we realized that was probably those lights being blown out of the gourd.
It's the same physics to the edge of the observable universe.
Dr. Daniel B. Caton is professor of physics and astronomy at Appalachian State University. He admits that when he first heard of the lights, he was a bit skeptical.
And I got a lot of emails from people who claim to see the lights. And the particular ones that pulled me back from cynicism were descriptions of very close encounters. Not looking out over the gorge 1,000 feet, but looking 10 feet in the parking lot. You can confuse lots of things looking out across the gorge. In the parking lot, maybe not.
These lights, they may sometimes move across the ridge, and at other times they float up into the air.
Joshua P. Warren is an author and paranormal investigator. His fascination with the lights extends back to his childhood.
When I was maybe about 12 or 13, my family took me and my sister up to the 181 overlook one night. And that night, these bizarre red balls of illumination appeared twinkling on the mountain. And I can't say exactly to this day what I saw then, but it was enough to really inspire my curiosity. And as soon as I became old enough to drive at the age of 16, I was spending time in the Brown Mountain area.
What do you say to those people who say there are no Brown Mountain lights?
I can tell them they don't know what they're talking about because I've seen it, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that where I saw them, it couldn't have been anything else.
Sorting out the bogeys is hard when 90% of the signal is bogeys. And Joshua Warren will tell you that too.
You have to sort fact from fiction because it's also very easy to manufacture these things, fake photos and fake videos.
But you believe the sightings are real?
I believe that about 5 to 10% are.
Any doubts at all that they exist?
No, they exist. I have no idea what they are, but they exist.
I don't have any doubt that there are weird lights around Brown Mountain.
So, if the Brown Mountain lights are real, what are they?
I'm constantly doubting theories and explanations, including my own.
When we come back, the theories, the evidence, and the ongoing debate.
The Brown Mountain lights are there. There's no doubt in my mind.